Hi friends, so I hope all of y'all are doing well, and I would like to greet you and congratulate you because you are the pioneers that are helping ground 5D on planet Earth. So today I will share my insights on how how do you manage the relationship when your twin comes in. Okay, we all know that this twin flame process is a dance. Okay, it's a dance of energies. So you know that your twin comes in, he triggers certain issues inside you. Okay, and then he leaves, and then you have to work on those issues. Okay, and that is when we usually take an appointment with a coach, or we you know read books, go on YouTube, or just meditate and do our own channeling, get our own downloads, or whatever is your, or learn from community members. Even if you're part of a community, you can discuss certain things and not discuss certain things. So that can be one way, because in a community there is a lot of sharing also. So this sharing can be very helpful, because when you are isolated, it is one thing. Okay, it makes you doubt yourself, makes you doubt your path. But when you are getting inputs from like-minded people, it gives you a sort of a grounding in the whole process. Even though this process is a very very volatile process, okay, you need that kind of a support, you need that kind of a grounding, because it helps you immensely. Okay, so let's get to the topic of today's video. Okay, how do you handle the situation, how do you stay in balance, okay, when your twin comes in. Okay, now the first thing I want to share with you is, when your twin first comes in, okay, there will be a tendency, okay, there will be a tendency for the push polarized energy to feed, okay, to feed off the connection. Okay, and I have observed in my own experience that when I'm in the fall state of consciousness and my twin came in, there was an immediate desire to, like, feed the push energy, feed it. Okay, but then what happens is that if you keep feeding the push energy, the polarity is built up. Okay, so people talk about things like, if you feed the push energy, the energy builds up and it starts to repel. Okay, so what do they mean when they say the energy builds up and it starts to repel? They're trying to say that the karmic debt between the two parts of the soul builds up. Okay, and then it starts repelling. Okay, then you start seeing the negative results. Okay, then your twin starts behaving in a negative way. So what is karmic debt? Okay, karmic debt is a polarized experience that is stored in your system. Okay, and I will talk a little bit in detail about that later on, but it is related to polarity. Polarity and karma is almost the same. So if you continue this feeding, and it's very very difficult to stop when you don't have a coach. If you have a coach, it's very helpful at this time, but if you don't have a coach, usually the polarity will build up, the karma will build up, because you're taking externally, just taking, and then the two parts of the soul will start to repel. Okay, and this keeps repeating until you get it, until you get how to be in balance. okay, while interacting with your twin. Because one thing we should always remember is that this is not a soulmate relationship. This is your other self. This is one soul in two bodies, okay? So the management strategies, the energy dynamics of a soulmate connection are less intense, you can say manageable by normal standards, but the twin flame dynamic is very, very difficult to manage. And that is the reason why people seek out the guru figure, okay? And these days we have different names for the guru figure. We say coach, we say guide, we say twin flame expert, we say twin flame alchemist, so many terms out there. But basically this is a person, he or she, who is at the level of the third eye, and by most means has completed the 60-70 merge, okay? So this person could either be at the level of the third eye, which is really nice place to be, a very balanced place to be, or this person could have completely finished the merge, which means this person is enlightened, fully enlightened, okay? So if you can find such a guru, great. But even if you find a coach who is pretty balanced in their masculine feminine energies, their kundalini for the most part stays in their up in their head, that is good, okay? Or you could want a coach who is like really, really trained well in the processes, okay? So if it's not their original knowledge, if it's not their original level that they have attained, then at least they should be well trained in how to handle the different stages, the different chakras, the different circumstances, okay? Because this is not primary school, and this journey can get really, really dark, can get really, really intense, because remember there are a lot of negative entity involvement as well, okay? You have to keep that in mind, okay? And if you can find a good coach, that's like really good. And I suggest that if you experience that part of the journey where you have had some intense karmic download happen, and there are karmic downloads of different intensity, sometimes it just can be mental, emotional pain on the psychological level. Sometimes the prarabdha is so negative that it can create a problem in your physical self, okay? It can create a problem in your physical body. Physical accidents can happen, physical sicknesses can happen, and normally people go through various symptoms like this, ascension symptoms, like for example colds, flus, rashes, sometimes motions, all this symptoms they do go through. And this is the physical manifestation of the karmic downloads that happen. And when it comes to symptoms, the more blockages that you have, the more you're resisting the process. That just depends on the type of blockages that you have. The resistance in your system depends on the nature of the blockages that you have. So this is a very intense process for which you require a really good coach, okay? So when your twin comes in, how do you maintain the energetic balance, okay? In one word, okay, in one word I would say focus on you, okay? stay focused on yourself, right? So it's easier said than done. Everybody out there advises you, focus on yourself, focus on yourself, because when you focus on yourself, you keep the energetic balance, and then your twin is able to focus on you. If you keep focusing externally on your twin is not able to focus his energy on you, because this is one soul and this is two polarities of the same one soul. Okay, so this is one methodology, okay, through which you can keep the balance. Okay, basically you can keep the balance and not let the polarities build up. Okay, second piece of advice that I would like to give you is, you really cannot maintain that focus on yourself. Okay, if you are in a fall state, okay, you cannot maintain that focus on yourself. This is a time when you, again rely on a good coach, okay, and just do what the coach is telling you to do, because your coach or your guru is at a high level and can perceive the situation much better than you can. The only thing that you require to do, okay, is act on what your coach is telling you. Okay, and that part is very difficult, because while your coach might tell you don't contact your twin, you might feel like going and contacting your twin, and you might act on that. Okay, then your coach might tell you don't respond in so and so way. Okay, but you might be motivated to respond in exactly that kind of you can say codependent way, in which your coach doesn't want you to respond. Okay, now that strong tendency, okay, that strong tendency, from where does it come? Okay, where does this tendency come from? Well, this is the polarity or the karmic debt that is controlling you, right? This is the polarity or the karmic debt that is controlling your mind. Okay, so that is why my guru used to say that sanchit karmas, they control your mind. Okay, sanchit karmas have this kind of effect that they control your mind and they make you do the prarabdha. Okay, they make you do the negative prarabdha. So one of the ways to deal with sanchit karma, of course, is sadhana, chakra sadhana, and another way is the kundalini yoga process. Okay, so kundalini yoga or chakra yoga, whatever that you are into, okay, these things help you to clear the sanchit karma so that it doesn't mind control you into taking the wrong actions. Okay, so that is the second thing that I would like to share with you. Making sure, okay, that you follow the advice of a good coach, right? Step 3, when your twin comes in, okay, what you need to do is, and this is the most important part of the process, okay, when your twin comes in, you have to realize that that external entity that you sort of crave so much, okay, that external entity, okay, is you, okay, is the polarized aspect of you, right? So instead of trying to get energy, okay, from that external entity, what you have to do is you have to focus on your inner masculine, you have to energize your inner masculine. Okay, so now this is the third point. The first point I shared with you is how the energy tries to feed. First of all, how it energy tries to feed, and how you have to avoid that feeding. Okay, because that will build up the karmic polarity. Okay, step 2, take the help of a good coach. Okay, take the help of a good coach, because when you are in the false state of consciousness, the karmic energy or the sanchit karma is what is controlling your mind and your behavior. So it becomes very difficult, even if you have a coach, to listen to your coach. Okay, it becomes really difficult. Okay, then third point I explained to you is focus. Okay, make sure you focus your energy on yourself. Okay, make sure you focus your energy on yourself and not your twin. And you can say this is part of point number 2, where you work with a coach, and the coach essentially gives you all the strategies to make sure that you stay focused on your path. Okay, so okay, like some karmic download has happened, and you know, the twin has moved away, and then you have cleared that karma and the twin has come back again. So now the next download is going to happen, and the same thing shouldn't repeat. Okay, so how to handle the triggers, all that your coach is going to tell you. Okay, and essentially it's about not being codependent on the external manifestation of your male parts. Okay, you don't get codependent on the physical form of your soul. You don't get codependent on the external manifestation of your male parts. Okay, and now point number 3, and the most important point. Point number 3, most important point, is build up your inner masculine. Okay, because a problem usually with the divine feminine energy, who has blockages in the divine masculine and is push polarized, has a push polarized energy, is that they don't know how to build in union with their inner masculine. Okay, they don't know how to build in union with their inner masculine, as in they get codependent on the external energy. It could be anybody in your life, any masculine energy in your life. Could be a friend, could be a twin, could be a parent, could be anybody. Okay, so any masculine energy, they have a tendency to get codependent. Okay, and I will make another video on codependency. Okay, I will make another video on codependency. Like we say the divine feminine is codependent, but what are the roots of the codependency? What are the roots of the codependency? So point number 3, make sure that you are building your inner masculine. Okay, what do I mean? If you ask me to elaborate, what do I mean by building the inner masculine? Okay, are you focused on your career? Are you focusing on your finances? Okay, so stage 1 is when you clear all the karmic blockages, all the traumas, ancestral, okay, past life, previous life, like childhood, whatever that is there. And stage 2 is you build yourself, you build up each chakra, you build up your root, you build up your sacral, you build up your solar plexus, and as the chakra merge happens, karma gets cleared from both the souls. Okay, karma gets cleared from both the souls. Okay, and when the karmic blocks are gone, the codes activate. Okay, say you are a divine feminine, then and you clear the blockages in your masculine, the masculine codes will activate, and these codes many times are described in astrology in the form of planetary energies. Okay, these codes are described in the form of planetary energies, They could be described like, if you look at Kabbalah, okay, if you look at Kabbalah, if you look at the tree of life, they also describe all these energies as different centers, okay, different parts of the tree of life. So it is all so interesting, okay, it is all so interesting if you look at the reality of your inner masculine. You look at the reality of your inner masculine and you try to build up on your inner masculine, because if you're focusing on the external masculine, you will see that your twin is just showing to you the blockages that need to be healed. Your twin is also showing to you your potential that you could reach, because usually the divine masculine, they are like mentally really at that place, okay, financially really at that place, and socially also they are on a very very good place, okay. So they are showing you your flaws and they are showing you your potential, not so that you grab onto them, okay, but so that you find those very things and more than that within yourself. All right, so that is the beauty of the journey, that is the mission, where we are here to heal and uproot the codependency templates, okay. We are here to heal and uproot the codependency templates, okay. And today I was watching a Bengali serial that is written by Rabindranath Tagore, and there was one scene in which the husband and wife are playing chess, and the husband says this to the wife, that in a chess game there is a queen, and the role of the queen is to protect the king and even risk his life for the king, okay. So that is a chess game, okay. So that's essentially what the divine feminine does, plays this role, because the king is essentially inside the matrix, okay. And this could be even the feminine energy that has a lot of blockages, but usually it's the males, the masculine energy that is running, the males that are attached very deeply into the matrix, okay. So the divine feminine really does all of this, and it's not that the divine masculine doesn't play a role. He plays a very strong role, and I will share about it later on. But yes, the divine feminine has to go through so many different things to clear the karmic blockage. It is not easy to free your soul from ancestral karma, okay. It is not easy to liberate your soul and your twin souls, create the chakra merge, come to the 0 point, create the 60-70 merge and get the moksha, okay. This is not an easy journey. It requires a queen template for it, okay. And with every crown comes also the risk, if you're seeking the crown, there are so many risks, you basically, this journey takes you to a place where you have to challenge the outdated templates, and again be really careful in this process, because you don't want to go overboard, okay. You don't want to go overboard in this. So yes, my friends, this is what the balancing process is, and this is how you stay in balance, okay. So I explained those 3 points to you. Keep these 3 points in mind, don't let the energy feed and the polarities build up, the karma build up and separate. Stay focused on yourself while taking the help of a good coach. And third, build your inner masculine, heal your inner masculine, and you won't have to worry about your twin being with anybody else, because once your masculine and feminine are merged inside you, your twin will become a part of you, okay. And then all those unhealthy dynamics go away, all those karmic dynamics go away. When the karma gets cleared in the physical reality, you're presented with a situation that is not 3D anymore, that is a 5D situation, you know. So whether your twin is married or has a relationship or whatever the situation is, it will resolve in a way that is the best for everybody involved. Okay, it will resolve in a way. It doesn't have to be that you get physically married to your twin. You could be leading a great life with your soulmate, or you know, you could just maybe start an organization and be a leader of the organization, be happy with that. You don't know how it's going to turn out, but when you come to the end of the journey, your soul reveals the plan and the purpose of how it should all be, you know. And in 5D your desires manifest. So whatever is your desire, you know, whether it's to continue with your soulmate, whether it's to marry your twin, whether it's to, like, you know, just be on your own and create a community for yourself, all of those things manifest in 5D, because in 5D you are in control of your reality. You know, you are not manipulating other people's reality, but you are definitely in control of your reality. Okay, and whatever karmic obstacles that are there, whether it's a marriage of your twin, or whether it's a relationship of your twin, or whether whatever condition, okay, work situation, addiction, whatever it is, all those karmic situations resolve themselves out very, very peacefully. Okay, very, very peacefully, provided you're not trying to, you know, take something that doesn't belong with you. You know, your twin is a part of you, your twin belongs with you. So what belongs with you will ultimately always come back to you. Remember that rule. Okay, in a matrix somebody else can come and take what is not yours, but not in 5D. Okay guys, in 5D reality, what truly belongs to you, your twin, your abundance, your network, your career, whatever that is truly part of your soul, it will all be magnetized back to you once you clear the karma. And the other parties that are involved in the situation, whether it's your family, whether it's your twins family, karmics, whatever, it will all resolve in a very peaceful way, where nobody is deprived, nobody has this sense of being deprived. Okay, because 5D is such a realm, it's a very, very magical realm where the soul has so many solutions to how they can resolve the issues. Okay, so essentially, as I said, it's about behaving as though your twin was inside you, you know, and focusing on him. You know, ask him, how are you doing today? You know, how is my day going today? How is my productivity levels going today? How am I managing my health? You know, you have to be so much, because this journey is just a journey of self-love. Okay, so with this guys, I am going to end my video for today. If you liked it, please give it a like, share, subscribe to my channel, and you can check out my artworks. You can also order some artworks, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.